In 2021, the Land Cruiser exited the United States market, and just 3 years later, it triumphantly returns with an entirely new vehicle. In early August 2023, Toyota unveiled the 6th-generation Land Cruiser Prado. The model dropped the Prado badge and is now simply called the Land Cruiser. Angular, somewhat old-fashioned, and even a bit unusual. That's how you can describe the boxy Land Cruiser with its completely new retro style reminiscent of ancestors from the last century. It's trendy now to incorporate design elements from past generations into modern models, and Toyota has decided to go down that path. Let's talk about configurations. The company offers 3 versions of the SUV to choose from, which will determine not only the number of options and features, but also the exterior appearance. The base version is called the Land Cruiser 1958 edition. It features distinctive round headlights, while the front bumper and radiator grille are made of unpainted black plastic, which looks somewhat cheap. If you're looking for something more modern, then consider the intermediate Land Cruiser modification. This version features rectangular headlights, reminiscent of the FJ62, and a more expensive composite bumper. There's also the so-called top version, the first edition, which combines features from both previously mentioned versions. It looks strange, considering it's the most expensive and well-equipped version. This version also comes with a roof rack and additional side steps. Traditionally, the first edition will be available in a limited edition of 5,000 units and is distinguished by roof rails and a front skid plate. The rear end is almost the same for all versions, featuring vertical taillights and a large rectangular tailgate. All versions come with 18-inch wheels as standard, but for an extra cost, you can opt for 20-inch wheels. The interior is another place where you'll find many angular details and something even reminiscent of the past. However, there's room for a digital instrument panel and a touchscreen multimedia display. However, its size depends on the version you choose, which also affects the interior trim. The base Land Cruiser 1958 features cloth seats with heating, keyless entry, a rear-view camera, engine start button, 3-zone, climate control, cruise control, Toyota safety, Sense 3.0 safety suite, front and rear parking sensors, 5 USB-C ports, a 7-inch digital instrument panel, and an 8-inch media screen with 8 speakers, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto support. The regular Land Cruiser, on the other hand, comes with synthetic leather seats with electrically adjustable ventilation, a 12.3-inch instrument cluster, and a multimedia system of the same size. It also features 10 speakers, power-operated tailgate, stability control deactivation mechanism, LED fog lights, multi-terrain select system, and multi-terrain monitor system. The Land Cruiser sticks to its traditions and is built on the same platform as its elder siblings, meaning it has a frame. It utilizes the TNGA-F platform. Compared to the previous generation, the frame is 50% stiffer, which positively affects the vehicle's driving characteristics. This is also influenced by the new front suspension with double wishbones and twin-tube shock absorbers, as well as the multi-link rear suspension with coil springs. It also features electric power steering, 17-inch brake discs, and a standard trailer hitch capable of towing up to 2.7 tons. Encouraging, isn't it? Thanks to its new design, the Land Cruiser has a ground clearance of 221 millimeters and decent approach and departure angles of 30 and 22 degrees, respectively. All versions come with hill descent control, acting as a low-speed cruise control. For the more expensive Land Cruiser and Land Cruiser First Edition, there's also a front stabilizer bar, disconnect system, and a set of road surface monitoring systems. Now let's talk about the powertrain of the new model. For the American market, a hybrid version is available with the iForce Max transmission, which debuted on the new Toyota Tacoma. This transmission pairs with a 2.4-liter turbocharged gasoline inline-4 engine, working with an electric motor integrated into an 8-speed automatic transmission. There's also a 1.87 kilowatt-hour battery. In the case of the Land Cruiser, this powertrain delivers 331 horsepower and 630 Newton-meter of torque. Naturally, the vehicle comes equipped with a full-time all-wheel drive system, which is standard and equipped with a center differential and a 2-speed transfer case. Additionally, a rear differential with electronic locking is available for buyers. And what about European buyers? In Europe, the novelty will be sold under the more familiar name Land Cruiser Prado, and instead of a hybrid transmission, Toyota offers a 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine with 201 horsepower. The company promises that in 2025, a hybrid powertrain will also be added to the diesel, expanding the engine lineup for the SUV. And now let's talk about prices. In the United States America, the base Land Cruiser 1958 starts at $57,445. The intermediate Land Cruiser modification is priced at $61,950, while the top version costs $74,950. Friends, do you like the new rugged retro-style exterior? Does the novelty seem too old-fashioned to you? As always, leave your feedback under this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Good luck to everyone and see you next time.